The United States is now destroyed. Specifically, the destruction of the essential United States culture is now past the event horizon, the point of no return. This defining character of the United States people, its rugged individualism, its jubilant self-reliance, and its European flavor is now permanently unrecoverable. We must accept its defeat, and as a group of people, we are no more. We have been successfully annihilated by cultural communism. We must now choose an exit through either balkanization or immigration. Of course, surrender to the cultural communism is a choice too, if you can stand it for yourself and your children. I cannot. The specific evidence of this inexorable defeat is the steady Hispanic influx into Texas that will inexorably flip Texas into a perennial Democrat voting bloc. Over the last 20 years, Texas has voted less and less Republican. With the appallingly slim Republican win of Texas in the 2020 U.S. election, its flip is clearly inevitable. With California, Texas, and New York permanently voting against the original culture, the traditional United States culture is certainly totally finished. It's only a matter of time now, whether it be 4, 8, 12 years. It's totally over now. The insufferably stupid and arrogant leftist zombie army has no clue as to the evil they have so aggressively pushed. They have erected a society of permanent anti-truth, anti-meritocracy, anti-liberty, and anti-individualism. I will explain this as succinctly as possible. These unaware leftist communists have been indoctrinated to unquestionably champion the sickeningly, deeply insane belief that society's highest goal is to eliminate ethnic and gender preferences and realities so that equal ethnic and gender balances exist everywhere. This is so very perverse from natural reality that only incomprehensible suffering must result. I'll repeat that. This is so very perverse from natural reality that only incomprehensible suffering must result. The gruesome suffering has already manifested, and it will only get much worse. We can no longer enjoy a movie or TV show in which the actors are chosen independent of their race. Rarely can we witness a storyline free of cultural Marxist themes of minority oppression. Literally all of our media, whether it be online ads or in-store marketing, displays blacks, merely 13% of the population. Like the rest of us, blacks themselves have little to nothing to do with their roles in this cultural communist takeover. We all are victims of it. Awards will never again spotlight the most deserving. Literature, music, literally everything will drench not of talent and popular selection, but only sickening cultural communist correctness. If a black criminal is shot by police, no matter what the circumstance, the left will riot spectacularly. If a black murders multiple whites in cold blood, it is thoroughly hidden. Such heinous cultural Marxist examples prove endless. And because of the denial of the utterly apparent reality of varying racial intelligence, which is both obvious and thousands of times proven through testing, society will forever oppress Asians and whites. Forever. Because blacks have an average less than competitive IQ of 85, as opposed to the average white IQ of 100 and the average Asian IQ of 106, the naturally occurring relative lower representation of blacks in attractive professional and societal positions will always be attributed to non-existent black oppression. This dynamic will never, ever change. We have already given blacks many trillions upon trillions of dollars and galactic attention and compassion. It is clearly all for naught. Very clearly, there is zero appreciation for the white race's efforts. Again, this is not even the blacks' fault because they, more than anyone, are aggressively indoctrinated. If they do not display hatred for whites and Western civilization, they are socially condemned. One can easily write a book on this subject. As a matter of fact, I have. It's titled The Catastrophe of Multi-Ethnic Society. My point here is to point out that it is now time to abandon America. Among other stresses, the aforementioned Texas demographic shift is all one needs to realize it is over. This country is gone. As for myself, in 17 days I am emigrating to my racial homeland of Slovakia. It seems Eastern Europe is all that will remain for whites. I will dedicate the rest of my life to warning Slovaks of the rabid annihilation of my beloved American culture because of the cultural Marxism intellectual virus. I will plead for them to defend their natural ways, the beautiful organic asymmetry of male and female, the instinctive wisdom of racial customs and rituals, the importance of historical understanding, the championing of truth, and most of all, the necessity of eternal vigilance against the greatest enemy humanity has ever known, communist thought in all of its variants. Goodbye, America. I did all I could to stop what happened to you. I swear I did. I wish I could have done more.